All right, looks like we're live.
We're live. Hey, how's everybody doing? We'll give it a few minutes, let people get a chance to come on in here.
4?
4 people in here so far.
That's what it looks like.
I think I saw Section 8 and the Reef Robber in here. How are you guys doing tonight? Just sipping on some coffee. It's kind of late, but we were kind of tired, so.
No bad time of the day for some coffee.
No. Anybody say anything yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Nothing in the
6
chat.
people in here. Okay, here we go. Fishing with
Here
Big
we go.
Mike.
Here we go.
Nathan's Outback Fishing and Camping Adventures.
Awesome. I think that's a new channel in here. I don't know if
Could
I've ever
be.
seen them in a live stream before. Appreciate you coming in.
Southern Roots.
If you guys could, let us know if you can see and hear us good. It's always important.
Jesse Lopez Outdoors. Surprise! Hulk smash that like button. PSA, I'm not responsible for any damage done to you or any device you smash.
Yeah, thanks, Jesse. Appreciate you coming in.
After 5 gives the thumbs up.
Hey, Cody. Yeah, why don't you kind of run through the list, say hi to everybody who's in here.
Bullock Experience.
Hey, Kelly.
I think I said Southern Roots already.
Yep, Southern Roots. I think that's a new name to the live streams.
Could be.
It's been a while since we've done one, so yeah. If you're not new, sorry, but don't think I've seen that name in the live streams before.
Oh yeah, Nathan's Outback is new here, so
yeah, appreciate you coming in. Who else we got in here?
Reef Robber says looks as good as can be expected with you on there, Daniel.
Yeah, I know I'm pretty ugly.
Oh, stop. Anglerholics Fishing and Outdoor Adventures.
Hey, Anglerholics, appreciate you coming in. I was watching their live stream earlier this morning.
Blades.
Hey, so Blades.
Zach says, let's go ice fishing for opener up north.
Yeah, we definitely could.
Off the Hook.
Hey, Ted, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, it's looking like we might have to do ice fishing for opener. That'd be something.
The other night we were in Off the Hook Outdoors live stream. We ordered some soft plastics from him. So he was making those on his live stream, and I believe he's mailing those out on Monday. So I'm excited to get those.
Cool.
So.
Thought I saw a new one in here.
We got 17 people in here is what it's showing me.
Fishing with Big Mike says, my daughter caught her new PB for her Sweet 16.
Yeah, I was in last night. Big Mike was doing a live stream with his daughter. She turned 16. I asked him if he bought her a shiny red car, but he said she can buy her own car.
Shiny new fishing pole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Philip Williams says, hey there.
Yeah, better off with a fishing pole anyways. You have a fishing pole, you can feed yourself forever. You can get a car and it'll make you broke in no time with these gas prices.
Mm-hmm. But, so I mean, once you include all your fishing costs, though, I mean that gets to be pretty expensive.
Yeah,
too, right?
It can. Fishing can be cheap or it can be expensive. So there's ways of doing it cheap. Do many people use those ways? Not really, but there is ways to keep it cheap. If you're gonna fish from shore,
Have you ever been to Australia? Nope.
I've never been to Australia, but that would be super cool. From what I hear, though, as of the last couple of years, it's like impossible to visit Australia.
Honestly, wasn't even on the top of my bucket list, really.
Really? You don't want to go hang out with the kangaroos?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if I had the opportunity, I wouldn't say no, but.
Bet it'd make a good video if I could get you boxing a kangaroo or something like that.
I would lose.
That's why it would be good.
Bull Daniels is in here.
Hey, Bull. Appreciate you coming in.
I live in
So,
Australia. We catch huge fish. Yeah.
yeah, I
I'm
bet
not
you guys
surprised.
do. I don't know a
What
ton
kind?
about Australia, but you know, you guys got good gold mines. I know you guys have a ton of great white sharks down there, kangaroos, wallabies, dingoes. What?
Nothing. Isn't a wallaby basically the same thing as a kangaroo?
I think a wallaby is like a smaller version of a kangaroo. I believe.
I'm sure somebody will tell us.
Yeah, well,
That
yeah, they live there. And monster fish. I wonder what kind of fish.
was my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cod, yellow belly, catfish, carp, and heaps more.
Cool.
Sounds like he's trying to sell us on it.
Yeah. I'd go to Australia, but they're going to have to relax on their travel restrictions.
Lots of dangerous snakes and spiders fishing, Big Mike says.
Ooh, yeah. if there's a lot of snakes, it's going to be tough to get Rachel there. She's terrified of snakes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Cody's right. Wallaby is a brand of licorice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we actually this past year when we were baiting bears, we got tons of it's something, what is it? Something wallaby licorice.
I don't know.
I don't think it's just wallaby though. I think it's like a
It's Wiley Wallaby.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Jesse Lopez says a wallaby is a gnome kangaroo. So yeah, small kangaroo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know my stuff, kind of, sometimes.
Nathan's out back. He says, I will tell you something. I was fishing once and my dad thought I fell in the river, but it turned out it was a wallaby.
Now, can they swim? I guess I don't know. That'd be crazy.
Hopping in the river, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, we were hoping to get out fishing today, but it rained here almost all day.
And poured. It wasn't even a light rain.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely downpoured. So we did take the time to kind of clean out the boat, get things organized. We've been actually pretty busy with setting up the boat.
Oh yeah, we've been putting a lot of time into getting things set up for summer.
Yeah. So this past week we got the Humminbird Helix 10 mounted and all set up now. So if anybody has advice for us on what settings to use, we'd gladly accept them. I've been watching tons of videos on it, but I'd trust you guys a lot more than any of the videos I watched.
Wallabies can, but not very well.
Oh, okay.
If we ever have a summer, Cody says. Oh,
yeah. Yeah. So guys, April 30th today, my uncle went ice fishing on Wednesday. There was 30 inches of ice still. That was up in the Cass Lake area. And yes, fishing was really good up there. So, but I think, I kind of think that anything north of like Brainerd, up in the Detroit Lakes area, I think they're going to have ice still for fishing opener. Fishing opener's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, unless it gets really hot and rains a bunch, it's not looking promising.
Yeah, I think there's going to be ice up there. We were planning on going up to the Bemidji area for fishing opener, but we're keeping some backup plans in our back pocket because there might be ice up there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, at least people are starting to now get out in the bays and Mille Lacs, but there's still way too much ice out there even.
Yeah.
So Cody said use the settings that help the people in the bow of the boat catch all the fish, right, Rachel?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
What else we got going on in the
says
chat?
I'm going carp fishing tonight.
Cool. What's your go-to bait for fishing carp? Every time I fished them, I've used like corn or dough balls. Haven't fished them too often though.
Bull Daniel says I started putting my garden in.
Cool. Bull, what state are you from? I can't remember.
Gosh, how long has it been since we've done a live stream?
Oh man, months.
Yeah. What, since like January?
Maybe January.
January, maybe?
Maybe.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long time since we posted a video.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks. Just haven't had anything.
Yep. So we do have a video that's going to be coming out this week. I smoked some lake trout, and I did film that. And then we will be getting back into our fishing reports in
About a week
about,
and a half.
yeah, week and a half, 12 days. So, and then those should be weekly posts as long as we can communicate with the resorts and the fishing guides that we're going with.
Mhm.
So,
Bull says PA, so
oh, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
got hit by a tornado Monday.
Wow. I saw in the news today that Kansas got absolutely destroyed by a tornado.
Seems like that's a yearly occurrence,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, typically here in Minnesota, we'd be putting in some of our early crops, but we don't dare put anything in here
It's
yet.
still freezing at night.
Yep. Yeah, the farmers are just itching to get out in the fields, but it's just been too cold. Still getting snow every once in a while.
Creole Florida Living is in here.
Hey, Creel.
Says, sup y'all, fishing is just starting to get real here.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet the bass are on beds or just getting done spawning maybe down there. I've been seeing some really big bass being caught in Florida and Texas.
Relaxing Frustration says, cheers from Winnipeg.
Hey, how you doing? You guys still have ice up there?
I would imagine.
Yeah, good chance. I don't know how far north Winnipeg is, but
Don't go getting tired on me now.
yeah, I know.
Oh, really? No, ice is gone.
Ice is gone. Yeah, I know a good portion of Canada, believe it or not, and maybe I'm wrong, but somebody told me that a good portion of like the populated area of Canada is actually further south than Minnesota. I don't know if that's
Interesting.
geography is not a good. Not I'm not good at that, but
Interesting.
yeah.
217 Rebel is in here.
Hey, Rebel, appreciate you coming in.
Says it's been forever since I've got a show.
Well, it's been forever since we've done a show.
Yep. Relaxing Frustration says raining hard all day. We're gonna flood.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's been raining here too. But we're still in such a drought from last year that we can still use all the rain we can get.
Yeah, I mean, even the water levels are still super low.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what lakes froze out this last year.
Yeah. Yep. Hopefully not too many. I do know one lake for sure that froze out. That's Shakopee Lake up by Onamia.
Really?
Yep. Froze out.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Huh.
So
that was a big one for people.
That was a good early ice lake. That was one of my favorites.
I think that was a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah.
Everybody was out there.
Yeah, it was nice and shallow, so it froze over early. The bluegills and crappies and good pike in there.
Off the Hook says turkey season started today. Didn't go out. Mom and Dad's 50th wedding anniversary. We'll be going out during the week.
Oh, well, congratulations to your parents. That's a heck of an achievement.
Years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't see that too much anymore.
Yeah, turkey season is open here in Minnesota. It's been open here for, I think, 2 weeks now. But we don't really have any plans of going out. So unless something comes up and we absolutely can't pass it up, we probably won't be turkey hunting.
At least not in the spring.
Yeah.
We'll see. Fall maybe, but
Yeah. But
still a little sore about last year.
yeah. I do have my fingers crossed that I'm going to make it out in the boat tomorrow and do some crappie fishing. So, which reminds me, I need to charge camera batteries tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
sounds good.
What's going on in the chat?
Not a ton.
Not a ton going on?
Bull says opened today here in Pennsylvania. So,
yeah. Yeah, well, good luck to all of you who are turkey hunting out there. I've been seeing pictures online of a lot of people getting some, so.
Oh, yeah, I have too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing a lot around. I've almost hit a few with the truck, so.
Yeah. Just put a brand new grill on the truck. I'm sure that's about the time Rachel will hit one with the truck.
You know what? I've come close to hitting several things with that.
Yeah.
Since.
Almost hit a deer the same day I changed the grill out.
Day after.
Was it the day after? Yeah.
We're buffering on there.
Are
we buffering?
Are we buffering for you guys? I don't think
it's better on there now. I don't know.
Hopefully, let us know if we're coming through clear. Still, looked like we were having some troubles, but
Cody says we're good.
Oh, awesome!
Interesting. I wonder if we're just having. I don't know. TV's acting weird or something.
Yep. So.
Well, everybody says it's all good.
Nice.
Well, I won't put any more thought into it then.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, we've been getting the boat ready. For the first time ever, I kind of did some research on what it takes to be legal fishing on Lake Superior. I've fished Lake Superior several times, but never really looked into it.
But to be fair, we've never taken our own boat out there, so we didn't really.
Yeah, but still
have to know, I guess.
Yeah, we should have known.
We should have known.
Yeah.
But we didn't think about it too much.
But so yeah, we've been stocking up on the safety gear you need. We got an air horn now. We got a new fire extinguisher. Our other one expired in 2017. We have not purchased a flare gun or an electronic flare system yet. So if any of you have any experience with that, it's got to be Coast Guard approved. We do need one of them before we head out on Lake Superior.
Which is what, like only 3 months away, right? Less than.
Yeah.
Wow. It's coming fast.
Yeah. Got a big trip planned to go fish trout and salmon on Lake Superior the end of June. And yeah, we're excited for that. Got a new onboard battery charger installed on the boat. I'm not known for being the best with wiring stuff, electrical stuff, but I put it in, and when I went to plug it in, Rachel came out to supervise, make sure I didn't burn nothing down, and it worked. So
plugged it in right the first time.
Yeah. So got the batteries charged up, the trolling motor's on, got the new fish finder, picked up some new life jackets, finally picked up the self-inflating life jackets, the low profile ones.
Mm-hmm.
So
got some rain gear.
Yeah, picked up some Tidewee rain gear. Absolutely love it. And if you guys are looking for a set of rain gear, Tidewee has a 20% off sale on their rain gear right now.
Is that still going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would hurry because I think it ends maybe today. I think it ends April 30th, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you order it tonight, you might get 20% off. If you don't order it tonight, you can use our promo code DB15. That's a capital D, capital B, 15, and you can save 15% on your purchase. And that's good for anything, not just the rain gear. So if you want to order something from Tidewee, you can use our promo code there. So
I guess we don't even know if the rain gear works yet. We haven't tried it.
yeah, I wore my raincoat.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh, we should take it out in the rain. Go
I
see-
did take it out in the rain.
No, I should take it out in the rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody, where's all that smoke coming from in the driveway?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it
In the
was worse.
garage.
It was in the garage.
In the garage. I would have burned the whole garage down. Yeah.
Reef Robber, aren't you coming to Oregon in July for salmon fishing?
Yeah, you know, the salmon fishing's pretty good right here, so it's hard to pull me away. Our salmon aren't as big as yours, but
King salmon get pretty big.
not comparable.
No, but they still get pretty big.
Yeah. 10, 12 pounds. But compared to like king salmon in the ocean that
Right.
are 30, 40 pounds,
Right. What would we even do with all that salmon?
eat it. What do you think we were going to do with it?
Just stare at it. Let it waste.
Probably stare at it for quite a while if we got one that big, but yeah.
Edwards Family Farmstead.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Here.
How many people we got in here?
17.
17. Sweet.
Gathered Together homesteads in here.
Thanks for coming in. Looks like Reef Robert's sharing out some links. Thanks for doing that.
Rebel says you guys are almost at 3K. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we grew really fast from December to March, and then we kind of started slacking on making videos and it slowed down, but we're pretty happy with where we're at. So
I mean, we just haven't really had anything
yeah,
to
it's
film.
kind of an in-between season here. There's still ice in places, there's open water, but then it's been blowing and rainy nonstop.
Yeah, it's either windy or it's wet. And you just can't catch a break. There's no nice days. Like, we need to go out and clean the yard up, and haven't even been able to do that.
Yeah. So, and I can guarantee you the first nice day we get, it won't be spent cleaning the yard up. It will be fishing.
Yeah, it's time.
Yep.
It's time.
Yep. 14 days away till we can cast the line for walleyes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've been studying a bunch of new techniques. I'm going to try catching walleyes on a Ned rig this year. I've never fished a Ned rig. I've been doing a bunch of homework on that. I picked up some 3/16 ounce Ned rigs and some 1/16 ounce Ned rigs. I got some Z-Man Ned rig worms and some Guggen Rattling Neds. So we'll see how those work, see if I can figure it out. And then I've been studying up on a drop shot as well. So I've never fished either of those rigs before, but I'm going to try them and see if I can get good at them this year. So I might even try a drop shot for crappies. So
Cody wants to know if we're hitting the Mississippi.
So I don't have a ton of experience with fishing the Mississippi except for catfish. I will be doing some catfishing on the Mississippi River with my grandpa this spring and summer. He is dying to be in a video.
Yes, he is.
And so he's been calling me usually about once a week, keeping me updated on the catfishing situation. So I'll definitely get out on the river with him and do some catfishing. So,
Oh, he's getting really into this channel thing because he's even given us jigs and
oh yeah, he
all kinds of
loaded us
stuff.
up with tackle. So he's been collecting tackle for probably the last 70 years. And he loaded me up. What did he give me? Like 5 2-gallon buckets full of tackle.
Something like that. Yeah, took a long time to go through.
Yeah, anywhere from like big lake trout jig heads to just random styles of smaller jig heads. He gave us probably like 30 or 40 rattle traps, some Berkeley flicker shads, a ton of MEP spinners, MEP spoons, some, he gave me a bunch of bass baits. I'm not very familiar with the bass baits, but a lot of like prop baits. They have the props on them. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to figure them out. So if anybody wants to go bass fishing this summer and teach me a few tricks, let me know because I'll need all the help I can get.
Yeah, that's one thing we haven't really done a lot of is bass fishing. So
no, not at all.
Drew channel is in here.
Hey, Drew. That's a new channel, I think. Appreciate you coming in.
Edwards Family Farmstead says we fish the trout streams here in North Carolina. It has to be my favorite. I have used a drop shot rig for cats.
Okay. Gotcha. I don't know much about catfishing. I always thought you wanted your bait right on the bottom. But yeah, maybe I'll have to try drop shot for catfish.
Another thing that we don't really do a lot of.
Yeah. Yeah, the water is gonna have to go up in the river for us to be able to fish the river because it is super shallow right now.
Oh yeah.
We'll eat up our prop in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no kidding. Almost did last year. Jesse Lopez, if you ever make it near Memphis, let me know in advance so I can take off. I'll take you to some honey holes.
Gotcha. Memphis, Tennessee, correct?
That would be correct, I believe. Unless there's another Memphis.
I don't know. I don't
Could
think
be,
so.
but
Maybe.
that's the most popular one.
Yeah. So yeah, if we get down that way for sure. We had talked about maybe going to Kentucky this fall, but
yeah, we'll see if that happens.
See. Yeah.
Because we'd be taking the kids and they're maybe a little young for road tripping yet. We'll see.
Yeah. But
217 Rebel says, I started doing the Thursday night catfish challenge against other YouTubers.
Cool. Yeah, the catfish community is huge. I love tuning into the catfish community there, watching them do their live streams, and they catch some giant fish.
So Jesse Lopez says the reason I drop shot is the fish's eyes are on the head, so they see things above them.
Oh yeah, because they're always glued to the bottom looking up.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah. Gotcha. Who's that there?
Cody P Outdoors. If you want to do some wade walleye fishing on the Mississippi River or some muskie fishing around Grand Rapids area, let me know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And two, if you want to send us a message on Instagram or Facebook, I'd love to talk to you about that. But yeah, the Grand Rapids area, that is a phenomenal fishing area.
And not terribly far for us to drive to.
No. No, not at all.
What is that, like 2.5 hours?
No, that's a lot further than that.
Grand Rapids?
Yeah.
No, it's not. 3 tops.
Yeah, 3.5 probably. No? I guess I don't know.
Can't be.
I don't know. Got your phone? Look it up. We'll find out. Rachel says 2.5. I say 3.5. My brother actually used to go to a community college up in Grand Rapids, and he lived in Beauvais. And you would actually see more lawn tractors parked at the grocery store than you would actual vehicles. It was pretty cool. And then at night, the bars were loaded with lawn tractors and four-wheelers. And people were driving them home under the influence.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
To Grand Rapids?
Yep.
Well, heck yeah, let's go fishing tomorrow.
I knew it wasn't that far because we drive through there sometimes to go to Winnie.
We drive through Grand Rapids to go to Winnie?
If we go that way, yeah, we do.
Really?
Yep.
I'm not very observant. And
why would you need to be?
Hey, in the beginning, I said I was not good with geography.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yep. Google always settles things up.
Yeah. For sure.
Off the Hook says you can hit me up if you need to know about drop shots and Neds.
For sure, I will. Yep. Plus, I got a ton of your soft plastics. I'm going to need to video call you or something and show you all the different plastics I have and have you explain how I use them and what situations.
13 people.
13 people? Oh, people are getting bored of us.
Whoops.
Yeah. You guys see this walleye right there? I'm pretty sure that I worked it out with my brother. Him and I got a muskie mounted back in 2013. It's like 53.25 inches. Pretty sure I talked him into letting me take that home. So I think we are going to hang that muskie up right in here somewhere for the live streams now on. So I'll change up the scenery a little bit.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. But
yeah.
You're just jealous because I did that.
I landed it.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You thought it was a northern.
I rigged up your rod.
We were just married.
I know. That was a fun day, though. What did Cody P say there?
Where? Oh, also do a ton of smallie fishing on the Mississippi up here. Smallie fishing during the day, then walleyes in the evening.
Cool. Yeah. Did he ever say if he was going to send us a message on Facebook or Instagram?
Yeah, it says will do.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, send us a message. I'll get in contact with you and we'll set something up. That'd be a ton of fun.
So E.T. Travel Freely is in here.
Cool. That's a new name to the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you coming in.
Edwards Family Farm says soft plastics are foreign to us. We are feather flickers. We fly fish almost exclusively.
Cool. I've never fly fished before. And for those of you who don't know, I'm legally blind, so I don't know how well I would do at fly fishing. I'm pretty sure you have to be able to see where your fly is at on top of the water. But maybe we can get Rachel into fly fishing.
Supposedly, and I heard this on a podcast the other day, there's a lake in southern Minnesota or river or something that people go to just for fly fishing.
For trout?
I think so, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean...
Well, you can fly fish other species other than trout.
You can, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about.
Okay.
Huh. So I'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
Because I know there are quite a few people that I know that would be interested in that.
Now, here's something I heard earlier today. Somebody asked on a fishing page on Facebook where they could catch trout in Duluth right now. And somebody said the Twin Ponds at Anger Tower.
Anger Tower. There's
They
ponds up there?
can't be talking about the little moss overgrown little ponds in the park there.
There aren't even any ponds in the park there.
Isn't there like a little mossy pond back
No.
by the gong or whatever it is?
No, those are sand.
Sand gardens?
Those are sand gardens.
I thought there was a little pond.
Mm-mm.
But apparently there's some ponds there and they have trout in them.
Where, in the golf course?
There's a golf course up there?
That's where Anger Park is, golf course, yeah.
Ooh. That's a video idea. Sneak on the golf course to catch some trout?
1 to 3 inches of snow just west of us. Holy moly.
Oh, man. Yeah, it
Just
needs to
west-
just warm up.
Like North Dakota or South Dakota?
Well, just west of him would be North Dakota.
That, yeah. But just west of us would be, well,
Both.
both.
Yeah. The border of North and South Dakota is like straight west of us.
Yeah. Cody, I'm telling you, man, move south.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not too far south.
Yeah,
though.
don't
Then you
go
get
too
into
far.
some crazies.
Yeah. Avoid the cities.
Yeah, I don't even classify people from the cities as Minnesotans because they don't act like Minnesotans.
Yeah, I was talking to some guys who had been fishing the Mississippi River. I don't know if it's pool 2 or pool 4. I don't know. But wherever everybody's fishing for walleye and sauger right now. And apparently people are ramming each other with their boats. There's a bunch of fist fights at the boat launch. There's, I mean, they were saying that like the boats are parked like 5 feet apart on the river down there and just packed in there like sardines. I don't find that fun. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see that being fun.
No.
If I wanted to go fish walleyes that bad, I would just run over to the Dakotas because their walleye fishing is open.
Mm. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
This winter's never ending. Pretty sure I could still ice fish if I really wanted to. Yeah?
yeah.
Probably.
Oh, for sure you could.
Yeah, Cody P said that.
Yeah. My uncle was just out ice fishing on Wednesday, and he said there was 30 inches of good ice still.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and that was in the Cass Lake area.
Raymond Williams is in here.
Hey, Raymond, appreciate you coming in.
Long time no see, he says.
Yeah. For those of you who don't live up north here in Minnesota or any of the other areas that get a bunch of ice on their lakes, if you want to see something, I don't really want to say cool because it's kind of a disaster for the people who are experiencing it. But up on Mille Lacs Lake right now, the ice is breaking up and getting blown off of the lake, and it's stacking up on like the highway, and it's been pushing cabins off of their foundations, shattering the windows in the cabins. It's wild up there.
Mm-hmm. Every couple of years it'll do that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why, but when people build their cabins, they build them so close to the water up there.
Yeah. Yeah, just not a good situation.
Ricky Ventures.
Ricky Ventures, how you doing? Ricky Ventures just put out a video doing a tour of the Mall of America, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. I believe the second largest mall in the world. I believe there's one larger in Canada, maybe.
It's quite something, but I mean, once you go once, it
kind of loses its. Yeah.
And it was better when back in the 90s.
When it was Camp Snoopy.
When it was Camp Snoopy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Nickelodeon just doesn't do it for me.
No, it's just not. Again, the 90s.
What did Cody P say there?
Where? There. Hold on, I'm not there yet. Byron Oh, I'm gonna butcher that. Listerud is in here.
Oh, hey, Byron. Appreciate you coming in. Just talking some fishing and just other random stuff. Hoping the ice goes off in time for fishing opener. We're 14 days away from walleye opener. And we're hoping to get up into the Bemidji area for opener. But if not, we'll fish somewhere further south and try and get on some walleyes.
Could
So,
always ice fish it. Then you can
You
say you caught
know,
a walleye ice fishing up there.
there's always the little secret walleye lake we could go to. We could drag some
Yeah.
kayaks back in. Yeah.
How's that gonna work? We only have one kayak.
Well, we could borrow another kayak. That would be fun. Or we could borrow a canoe.
Why are you shaking my chair?
I'm not sure. Did you ever read Cody's comment? Said you weren't
Talking
there.
to Edward's
Oh,
family
okay, gotcha.
farmstead. Cody after 5 says I've got to work on opening weekend. Yikes.
Wow.
I remember those days.
Nobody should have to work on opening weekend. Although it's going to be a zoo.
It probably will be.
You got to find a lake kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Just avoid the 5 major.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Stay away from.
Oh, what did I do?
Oh, did you sign us out of here? Or can they still see us? Rachel's clicking buttons.
It's all good.
We good? We back?
I think so.
All right. I don't know if they lost us or not, but.
Whoops.
Yeah, if you can avoid the cities, I'm not going to tell you to avoid Mille Lacs or Leech or Winnibigoshish because we get fishing reports for those ones. So I definitely recommend booking a trip with Horseshoe Bay Lodge up on Leech Lake. Talk to Austin from Leech Lake Guide Team. The Pines Resort, Tamarack Lodge up on Lake Winnibigoshish. You can talk to Jeff or Chad up there. Fishing should be good. It was really good this winter up on Lake Winnibigoshish.
Yes, it was.
Mille Lacs. I have a feeling fishing is going to be phenomenal. You can only keep one. And we will be putting out a Mille Lacs fishing regulations video this coming week. There is a ton of regulations. You can use live bait this week. You can't use it the next week.
Yeah, it's confusing.
You can fish all night one day. The next day, you can't fish past 10 p.m. Walleye fishing's completely closed for a few weeks. If you want to fish pike and muskies while walleye are closed, your baits have to be a minimum of 8 inches or bigger. Just a ton of information to unpack there, and we are going to do that in our rules and regulations video for Mille Lacs. So be looking forward to that. And I'm going to try and set up an interview with the head guy from the DNR that manages Mille Lacs Lake. My dad actually talked to him on the phone. You guys who have been around for a while, you know my dad is a perch nut. He loves fishing perch. It frustrates him that the perch fishing isn't as good as it used to be on Mille Lacs. So he constantly is harassing the DNR.
I'm pretty sure you just called him. I'm sure we'll see him in here in a minute.
But
I hear perch.
He did talk to the head DNR guy up there, and he was asking them what the issues were, why they can't get it resolved. And I don't know if they publicly have come out and said this, but he said one of the biggest issues with Mille Lacs Lake is back in, I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s, they went around the lake and they fixed all of the septic systems so that they weren't leaking into the lake anymore. And he said that because of that, the lake is nowhere near as fertile as it used to be. And unless they can allow some of the septic to run back into the lake, they have a very steep uphill battle to get the lake back to where it used to be, just because it's not as fertile as it was before. Now, he did say that the zebra mussels have something to do with it. He said that the lake is absolutely overpopulated with big fish, and that if they could get the big fish numbers down, that would help. But it's not just up to the Minnesota DNR. That Mille Lacs Lake is a treaty lake. They have to coordinate with the tribes, and therefore, a lot of politics get involved and a lot of back and forth. And it's a lot harder to get things done when there's multiple parties involved. So, not saying that's a good thing, not saying it's a bad thing. We're going to stay neutral on that situation, but just relaying what we were told. So what
Cody P says that'll be a great video. Love hearing DNR side of things.
Yeah. And if I can line up an interview with him, I will put out a post asking for questions. So if you guys had any questions that you wanted me to ask him, we will put out a post and give you guys the opportunity to ask that. Now, because it is a treaty lake, there's a lot of people who are going to bring up a lot of racist stuff. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to take questions that involve that. But we're going to try and ask as many of the questions you guys have to him if we can line up that interview.
Edward's family says that's a big deal. There are many bodies of water cracking down on septic systems and runoff. It's the same here.
Yeah. Yep. And there's some good to that and there's some bad to that, when septic is running into a body of water, is it the healthiest to swim in? Probably not. Are the fish the healthiest to eat? Probably not. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what an acceptable level of pollution is okay in the water to still be able to swim and eat the fish. But there's no denying that septic running into a lake does make it more fertile.
Cody P wants to know if our Instagram handle is the same as YouTube. Yep,
it is.
Real Time Catfishing is in here.
Hey, Real Time. I was watching them yesterday. He was doing John and Dana were doing a one worm challenge. So you get one worm to catch bait, and then you take that bait and you cut it up and try and catch a bigger fish. And I believe he caught a smaller catfish with his worm and then cut up his catfish and used the smaller catfish for bait. But I wasn't able to stay long enough to see if he caught a bigger catfish from his chopped up small catfish. Yeah, kind of a cool challenge. I think that'd be kind of cool. Wouldn't really work out the best here in Minnesota because we're not really allowed to do much for live cut bait.
Nope.
You can't use bluegills, you can't use crappies, you can't use perch. So you'd basically have to catch like a sucker or something and cut up a sucker. So
that's right, but no other fish.
Yeah.
People in here.
What did Edward's family say there?
I don't think septic is all that bad. Chems from plants and factories years ago brought on an overreaction to things like septic systems running into water.
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I would tend to believe that the Roundup that people are spraying on their their farms and stuff running into the lakes are probably more harmful than septic, but and I'm not an anti-chemical guy either, as long as you do it responsible, you know.
Mhm.
But on a plus note, we talked to the DNR that manages Lake Winnibigoshish, and he said that the 2019, 2020, 2021 walleye classes are absolutely massive. And he said there's some really good walleye fishing coming. And right now, the walleye fishing is phenomenal, but he said it's going to only get better over the next 5-6 years.
We had a really good variety of size fish when we were on Winnie
Yeah.
this winter. It was a really good variety.
Yeah, we had talked about how good walleye fishing was up there, and a lot of guys were giving us a hard time saying, "Oh yeah, you say that, but you only caught 12-inch walleyes." Well, that wasn't the case at all. We caught sure we did catch some 10 to 12-inch walleyes, but the majority of the walleyes we caught up there were probably 14 to 17.
14 to 17, 18-ish, yeah.
And then quite a few from that
23.
Yeah, 23, 24.
A lot of and the 23 inchers up there look way bigger than they are because
They're
of how
fat.
fat they are. They are so big around.
Yeah, absolutely fat.
There's so many eater size walleyes in Winnie right now. Cody P says, "Yep."
Yep, for sure.
Jesse Lopez never caught a walleye.
Well, if you make it up to Minnesota, we'll get you on a walleye.
Reef robber, me neither.
Yeah. Wait, reef robber, weren't you headed out walleye fishing? Did you ever make it out and try?
Michael's in here.
Michael?
Mike. Michael.
Hey, Mike.
Why is he under Michael?
I don't know.
Isn't he normally Mike?
I don't know. Maybe.
Unless Michael's watching.
Is it little Michael or big Michael?
Cody, after 5. Sure would like to have dinner at the buffet down the street.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a phenomenal little steakhouse just down the road from our house. And when you order your meal, you get like they have a salad bar and a hot bar, soup, all you can eat ice cream. And after 5 and JV Outdoors got to experience our little steakhouse with us, and they absolutely loved it.
And then Cody came back in
November. Yeah, Cody actually took a detour. He was headed down south. He actually took a detour out of his way to stop in and eat at the steakhouse with us again.
Maybe Monday night I'll be in St. Cloud, he says.
There you go.
It's only what,
there you
20,
go.
25?
Yeah, and tell Roy thanks for my invitation.
Oh no, is he doing something without you again?
Yeah, makes me sad.
You poor thing. I gotta rock him to sleep every night.
Yeah. I haven't seen Cody since, was it New Year's? That's the last time I saw Cody?
Probably.
Oh man, it's been 5 months.
And you got really sick after that too.
I got really sick New Year's weekend out on Lake Winnibigoshish.
Yeah.
And no, it wasn't from drinking.
No.
Like I was sick.
I don't think you even drank at all.
No.
Yeah. Well, I had it over Christmas.
Yep.
Oh, that was awful.
Yeah.
That was really bad.
But the fishing was good, so that's all that mattered. What did the reef robber say?
Where he said several things.
Seasick?
No, he wasn't seasick.
No. No, because I tell you what, if the ice is moving when you're out there, oh boy, you're in trouble.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesse says we have Sauger about an hour and a half away. Just haven't made the trip. Sauger don't get nearly as big as walleye, though.
They don't, but they're still good eating.
They are
very similar to walleye.
very similar.
Yeah. Well, I got a cough.
Go for it.
Excuse me.
Yep, Cody says since I slept in -30.
Yeah.
At least he wasn't there the night before because that was what, -46?
-46.
And
Yeah.
it was 30 degrees in our house.
Yeah, we were out on Lake Winnibigoshish New Year's weekend. Wake up, was it New Year's Day?
Yep.
Wake up New Year's Day. It's freezing in our fish house because our propane froze. But when we finally got warm enough and I dared to venture outside, you looked across the lake and everybody was out trying to warm up their propane tanks. Everybody had the hoods of their vehicles up, trying to get their vehicles jumped because their batteries froze.
Mm-hmm.
And at about 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, it was just a mass exodus off of the lake. Everybody was going home. They had enough.
Yeah. And we continued over, what, 3 more nights?
Yeah, we stayed there a long time.
But
it was awesome.
But the thing is that what we were doing, other people weren't doing, is we were starting our vehicle every
we were making sure to get
hours.
up and start the vehicle.
So at least if we couldn't get our propane going, then we could at least sit in the truck.
Yeah.
And drive.
Yeah, and we had backup heat too.
We did.
Yep.
Cody P. We were in a rental on Red New Year's. It was a mess, I bet.
Yeah. Did you guys have heater problems up there too?
Was that the weekend where the people brought the propane in the house?
That was the weekend that propane tank exploded in that fish house.
That was on Red, wasn't it?
That was on Red. Yep. Yeah, that was a bad deal.
Yeah. Lucky they lived.
Yeah. Lucky that they were fishing next to some EMTs.
Yeah. Edward's family says way too cold for me. I'll hit the creek and waders when it's 30 or so and trap in the teens, but any colder I'm in the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reef Robber, I was turning a year older on New Year's Day.
You're born on New Year's? That's pretty cool.
Well, it depends on what time. That's a big deal to a lot of people. Depending on what time they were born, everybody's trying to have their baby the first of the year.
First of the year, yeah.
I think this year there was somebody who had kids, had twins, one on New Year's Eve and one on New Year's Day.
Really? That's cool.
So they're twins, but they have different birthdays in different years.
Yeah. Huh. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, frozen propane, vehicles wouldn't start, and the fishing was subpar. Fishing's always subpar on Red.
Yeah, I've never had good fishing on Red. I'll be honest.
Me either.
I'll be honest. But I did have one of the coolest experiences ever. Well, ice fishing on Red this winter. I was with Cody from After 5 Outdoors, and a fighter jet came flying over, buzzed right over the fish house. I thought the world was ending. It sounded horrible. I thought a train was coming right through the fish house. But yeah, it was a fighter jet came right over us. I think he buzzed a few times, but yeah, that was pretty cool.
I think another YouTuber actually got that on camera.
Yeah, probably.
Forgot which one.
Fishing was bad, so I was lazy just sitting in the fish house.
Mike wants to know when you're getting the boat out.
Hopefully tomorrow.
What's wrong with your boat, Mike?
Maybe he wants to come fish with us.
Yeah, our boat is way
cooler. Yeah. Got the batteries charged. Trova's ready.
Bull Daniels is heading out. So
see you later, Bull Daniels. Thanks for coming in, hanging out with us.
Cody P. Once the ice castles get out there, it's horrible. November early ice is amazing on red.
Yeah, see, I was on red Thanksgiving weekend, and it was very hit and miss.
And the year before we were out there, first weekend in December, and
hit and miss.
We were out there for like 11 hours and we caught 5, 6 fish.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Oh, it was bad.
You know, maybe some people think that's good. I don't know. I'm used to catching like 30, 40 fish a day.
We're spoiled.
We are.
Some of the places we fish.
Yep.
Harvey Black too is in here.
Hey Harvey, appreciate you coming in.
Oh, like I'm saying a boat, not just yours.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You had the best fishing trip last year with us, and you know it.
Oh yeah. Mike came fishing with us last year, and we absolutely hammered the giant bluegills. He caught some really nice crappies too. Oh, I hope the bluegill fishing is good like that again.
Yeah, you think they're gonna be that shallow?
No, I don't. I think with this late spring, everything's gonna be pushed back so much later. I think that was like the second weekend in June. The bluegills came up shallow and were spawning in the pencil reeds, and we absolutely pounded them.
Cody P, we did well Thanksgiving. Just got to keep moving. Can definitely be spotty though.
Yeah.
Yep, got to keep moving. There were so many people out there when we were out there. Everywhere you went, people were just constantly drilling holes around you.
Yeah, 2 years ago when we went out, that was just Rachel and I. We walked out. It was still dark. We were out at Rogers Resort, and we walked out probably 2 miles, and we're just like, oh yeah, we're out of the crowd, you know. And then it started to get light out, and I looked out of the fish house, and there was hundreds of people around us.
Yeah. So, but no matter where you moved, it didn't matter. There was people.
And then
you would have had to walk out 5 miles just to get away from anybody.
Yeah. So we caught some fish right away in the morning, and then we were sitting in our spot fishing. This young kid comes up like 15 feet behind our fish house, drills a hole, drops down, and immediately catches a 28-inch walleye. I was happy for him, but what a disappointment.
I think I saw Best Friend Outdoors in here. Yep, I did.
Hey, Best Friend Outdoors, appreciate you coming in.
Mike says, hell yeah, I did.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, Mike, anytime you want to go fishing, let me know, man.
Edward's family, I'm the same 20 fish on a good day in our trout streams, and I start taking the kids.
Yeah.
They don't understand how to sneak up on spooky trout.
Yeah, I've never experienced that before. I've never stream fished for trout before. All the trout we catch here are usually pretty deep. Whether we catch them on some of our smaller lakes or on Lake Superior, we usually get them pretty deep. But I would imagine we could fish them in the streams and rivers off of Lake Superior.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe in the fall or something. I don't know. Probably be pretty cool. The steelhead are running right now. The Lester?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the Lester River's dry right now, though.
Yeah. Crap, I can't.
What?
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. I wonder if the steelhead run in the St. Louis River.
I would love to do more research on that.
Yeah.
I can't get enough of the trout and salmon fishing. It's like none other.
Yeah. Yeah, and I still got a bunch of smoked lake trout in the fridge. So if anybody's in our area and wants to swing by, you can definitely have some.
It's good. It's really good. Take it easy on them steelhead, Daniel.
Who said that, Cody?
Of course it was Cody.
What are you talking about, Cody?
Mike says I need to get some mounted.
Steelhead, co-host, all look the same to me.
Hannah and I are coming June 22nd to 26th. You should all plan a fishing trip so I can go.
Is that Jaden?
Yeah, you know what? I'll believe it when you're here.
When did
Just
he say
saying.
they're coming?
June 22nd to 26th.
I thought we had something going on that weekend.
Oh, I get the wedding on the 24th or whatever.
Yeah, see, no
But-
fishing, Jaden. Sorry.
He'll be here.
Yeah, with the kids. What, me and Jaden gonna go take the kids fishing?
Yeah, why not?
We'll see.
Have Zach help you. Sure,
Yeah.
Zach would love to fish too. You guys can give him some brother-in-law love.
Yeah.
Cody says, "You know what I'm talking about, mister." Yeah, Jaden says, "I can drive."
What did Edwards say?
I've caught 16 to 18-inch rainbows in streams that are 10 feet wide. North Carolina has some amazing trout waters. People come from all over to hit the Davidson. It's a trophy water.
Huh.
Cool.
So what would you consider a trophy there? I guess what size and what species?
Right. I mean, an 18-inch rainbow is a really good size rainbow.
Yeah.
For up here.
Well, we get them pretty big up here.
Bigger than 20 average? No way.
Well, you got to figure a steelhead and a rainbow is the same thing.
Yeah.
The steelhead get 14, 15, 16 pounds.
Yeah, it's pure maybe.
Yeah.
Not just in the
Well,
inland
no,
lakes.
no, like on Round Lake, or what is it, Long Lake? Long Lake. I think we've gotten them up to like maybe 22 inches in there.
If that.
But no, that I've gotten them 22 inches in there. But the average out there, I would say, are probably like 15, 16, 17 inches maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jaden says all my 4 siblings are kids. You think I can handle them?
Yeah. I don't know if I can handle them. Our youngest has been very challenging lately.
Yeah. Did you hear her when you were on the phone earlier with Cody?
No.
It's my favorite man.
Did she say that?
Every time. It's my favorite man.
Our youngest daughter loves Cody from After 5.
Save some time for fall rainy river sturgeon too. Interesting.
Yeah. I kind of would. I'm kind of torn actually. I'd kind of like to get up to the rainy and fish during the season where you can keep one. And I certainly wouldn't want to go up there and like everybody keep one. But if we had a big group and one person kept one, I'd love to try it sometime. I'm just kind of curious as to what it would taste like, I guess. What the texture would be like.
Edwards family says trout are 20 plus rainbows, brookies, and brown trout. Average here's 12 to 14.
Okay. Yeah, I've never caught a brook trout. We've kind of gotten fascinated with Isle Royale, which is a big national park in the middle of Lake Superior. And apparently they have some really big brook trout out there in the bays. And what did they say? They typically get them like 20 to 22 inches.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm more fascinated with the
lake trout.
In the bays, I the
Oh, they
big,
got big
the
pike.
big pike that run up there.
Yeah,
and
like
then,
mid to upper 40-inch pike.
and then when the king salmon run down from Canada, they get
Yeah.
really big in there too.
Yeah.
So I would love to try that too. Try and get some big pikes. I mean, they say that now. I don't know who all has reported this, but they say that the average pike that they pull from the bays in there are 38-inch plus.
Yeah. Yep. I saw a lot of guys were catching them like 44 to 46 inches.
Yeah, yeah, they get
Yeah.
huge.
Well, they just sit up in there and they ambush all them trout.
Yeah, and nobody fishes out there, so
Mhm.
it's hardly touched. So
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys can ever plan a trip and get out to Isle Royale and do some fishing out there, it is a magical place.
hmm yeah, that's definitely someplace I'd like to explore much more.
Yeah.
I think I saw Frontier Survival in here. Oh,
Hey, Frontier, appreciate you coming in. What do
Cody
we-
P says sturgeon smoked is amazing. I was lucky enough to grow up 45 minutes from the rainy.
Cool. Yeah, I caught my first sturgeon ever last year on accident, walleye fishing. Didn't keep it though.
You won't.
I don't think
you
you could
won't
keep
top. You won't top that for a while.
it. Yeah, probably not.
Jaden says the rainbow trout are nice at Wolf Creek here. Are you guys coming down?
Probably not.
We're having some vehicle trouble right now. Both vehicles. So if they don't make us go broke, we'll see.
Yeah. We got one vehicle in the shop right now, and when that one gets out, we're gonna bring the next one in. So
Yeah, just hoping it holds out till that one's done.
yeah. Just so you guys know, don't ever get the Ford 3.5 EcoBoost engine. Terrible.
Nothing but trouble.
Terrible.
Nothing but trouble.
Yep. But yeah, otherwise it's been decent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've given that thing some hard times, and
Yeah.
it's been good to us for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
we've ran it hard for what, 4 years now?
Mm-hmm.
4 years we've given her heck.
Yeah. So if anybody has a decent 3/4 ton pickup truck, and we're not brand specific, for a good deal, let us know.
Yeah, it can't be this one, it can't be that one.
I would prefer for it not to be the Ford Triton motor.
So the older ones.
Yeah.
Don't get Fords in general. I knew you were going to see that from some people.
Yeah, did somebody say that?
Couple people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we missed some comments too.
Edward's family says I've only caught a couple walleye in my life, and they were under 12 inches.
Gotcha.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
I don't even think we would keep one under 12, would we?
No.
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 I wouldn't keep one under 13.
I prefer
honestly.
to keep them 14 inches and up. The best eating walleyes are 14 to 18 inches, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. If they get much bigger than that, then they just kind of mushy.
Yeah.
Oh, another one. There's your problem. It's a Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both Fords.
Yeah, we have a Ford Escape and a Ford F-150.
Ford Escape's been really good to us too, but the steering, we've had trouble with that now twice.
Mm-hmm. But we'd like to jump up to a 3/4 ton, possibly put a plow on it, so we can kind of make our own path out on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think you could show them the graphic we created for Leech Lake Guide Team? Yeah, you
Maybe.
can. So
Okay.
we've been working with Leech Lake Guide Team quite a bit this spring. In I did a perch trip with them, and I created a graphic for in our video, and then they contacted me and asked if we would create them some stuff. And so we were working on some samples earlier tonight.
Which one you want?
And the one with
Like
the
this one?
industrial background.
Oh, okay. I like this one the best.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, show them this one. That's fine. I think you got to make that full screen though.
Yeah.
Maybe. So
I'll figure it out.
yeah.
I need to get it on I need to screen share.
Yep. You got to do that from StreamYard though.
More. All right. Let's see here.
We'll see if we can figure this out. It's been a long time.
Share screen. Okay. There we go. There it is. Right there.
Is it up there?
Nope.
Yeah, so we created this for them. I guess I don't know.
There it is.
Did
Okay,
it come
it's
up?
up there? Yep.
Yeah.
They can see it.
So yeah, we made this graphic for them. I don't know if they're going to use it on their website or their social media, maybe all of the above. But yeah, if you guys want to book a trip for the Leech Lake area, and not just specific to Leech Lake, but some of the surrounding lakes as well, they know what they're doing for sure. So yeah. And if you guys haven't seen our last video where we went perch fishing up on Leech Lake with Austin, go check that out. That was a fun trip. Horseshoe Bay Lodge, they were absolutely awesome to us. We fished with the owner of Horseshoe Bay Lodge the night before our perch trip. So we got to hang out with him and Austin. We didn't really film much that night. We just kind of hung out and then enjoyed our time at the resort. So, and the resort was closed. They opened it up just for us to come up there and hang out. So that was pretty cool.
Lucky you.
Yeah, Rachel was supposed to go with me, but then our babysitter got sick. Our babysitter got sick, so she had to stay home, and I took her brother instead. Sorry, hon.
It's okay. I'll get over it someday.
So, what are the comments saying?
Mike said I need sturgeon. My list of fish to get. Hint, Daniel.
Yeah. Yeah, we can go up there, man.
Edward's family says that looks great, guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was actually going through some tackle today, and I found my pre-rigged sturgeon rig. So, but yeah,
someday.
Yeah, and then so last year I caught that 64-inch sturgeon on a 13 fishing Code Black combo. It was a 7-foot medium action rod, and with the reel on it. It's a Code Black reel. And then I took it walleye fishing all year. Then I brought it out on Lake Superior and we jigged for lake trout with it. Well, I ended up burning up all of the internal parts to that reel. And I was super bummed because it was kind of my lucky rod and reel combo. So like a week ago, I messaged 13 Fishing and I just said, hey, can I buy some of the internal parts for my Code Black reel? And like within a day, the lady got back to me and she says, hey, just send me your name and your mailing address and I'll just mail you some stuff out. So I thought, man, that's some good customer service there. So we are going to be definitely buying some more 13 Fishing products. So not sponsored by 13 Fishing or anything, but when you get customer service like that, I think they definitely deserve a shout out. So
right. I've heard, I know I hear a lot of people saying bad things about 13 Fishing too, saying that their products suck, but I don't agree.
I think they're
I
awesome.
don't agree.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just to each their own, right?
Yeah, everybody's going to have an opinion one way or another on a product. And
Yeah, like Mike says, Fords suck.
yeah.
But he didn't say that when his car was in the shop and he was driving our Fords. So
Yeah, Mike, yeah. Remember when your GMC was in the shop and you borrowed our Ford? Yeah. So
I'm not saying I'm all for one car brand or another. I just need to get from point A to point B. But you know,
yeah. What did Edward say there?
I bought 8 WT rod for largemouth. So this keeps moving. And carp. I have yet to use it on either of these species. I can't put the 4 down. I don't want to stop chasing trout long enough to go after them.
I'm assuming an 8 WT is an 8-watt or an 8-weight fly rod.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's the wavy hand from your mom.
My mom's in here, huh?
I guess so.
Oh, let's clean it up, people. No, just
what are
kidding.
you talking about?
Hey, Mom, how are you doing? How was your lake trout? And what did everybody think about it at work?
Best friend outdoors says gotta go.
Have a good night. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out.
Cody, I've got a Ford and a Chevy, so I can gripe about both.
Yeah.
The Net Buddy says, listening from a motel in Green Bay because my Chevy's transmission went out on my way to Sturgeon Bay today.
No.
Oh no.
Oh man.
So who knows what the answer is for best rock?
That ain't gonna be a cheap fix, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks, man. Sorry about that. I heard they're absolutely pounding the big walleyes out on Green Bay.
So maybe being in Green Bay isn't a bad thing.
I wonder if he's walleye fishing or if he's going for trout and salmon. I guess I don't know when the trout and salmon gets good out there.
Oh yeah, he clarified. Weight is how fly rods are measured.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that much.
Your mom said good. They ate it all.
Okay, well, I got more here if you need more.
Oh, Backwoods Barbarians in here.
Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. So
they range from 1 to 12 or 13 weight. The 12 is used for tarpon and the 1 for bluegill and such.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen people fly fish for like pike and muskies, so I would imagine they use a pretty heavy fly rod.
Right.
I would guess like that 10 or bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So
said he's going to be chasing the Walters, Net Buddy said. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Now, Net Buddy, did you were developing a fishing product, I believe. Did that ever launch? So.
You know what I want to fish for some more this year?
Huh.
Them whitefish.
Yes. Yes. We went out to Lake Superior this winter and fished whitefish through the ice. That was one of the most fun trips I've ever been on. And it was kind of interesting in the beginning because we went to get our fishing licenses and apparently somebody had stolen Rachel's personal information previously and tried to buy a Wisconsin fishing license. I'm not sure why anybody would try and do that. But we had to go to like 4 different places that sold licenses and then had to actually get in contact with the DNR on their 24-hour like emergency line. And yeah, had to get everything cleared, got her name cleared, and finally got her a fishing license.
Yeah, what a fiasco.
Yeah.
Took us what, like 2 hours to try and track down a license?
Yeah, and drove up there in the worst blizzard I've ever been in my life.
This Yeah. God, our GoPro footage made us look like liars because we could not see anything, and then we turned on the GoPros to film it, and we were reviewing footage, and we could see better through the camera than we could through our own eyes.
Yeah. We were headed, we were like, what, 25 minutes out,
Yep.
and we get to a spot and the fire trucks are parked across the highway blocking everything. And we're just like, oh man, this is going to take forever. Finally, they let us through and we get up and there's like a tiny little fender bender. And we're just like, they shut the whole highway down for this. Well, then we drove like a half mile further and there was like a 8-car pile up. And then a little further down the road, there was like an SUV like cut in half because it got hit by another vehicle. There was a school bus involved in an accident.
There were just cars everywhere.
And but yeah, that was a fun trip.
And then we got to our hotel and you couldn't even see 5 feet out the door.
Yeah.
It's like, we didn't even put that footage in the video because that really made us look like liars.
Yeah.
I don't know how the camera could see so good.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. Well, I know why you can't, but
yeah. Yeah.
NetBuddy says still working on the prototype. Tried to break it and could, so beefed it up.
Gotcha. Yeah, when comes time to launch, let me know. I'd love to I guess I don't even know what you're developing. I would assume it has something to do with the net since your channel name is NetBuddy. But I'd love to hear about it and probably buy one. So
Off the Hook is out of here.
see you later, Off the Hook. Appreciate you coming in. Can't wait to get those baits, and I'll probably be calling you soon to get some advice on some of them soft plastics I have.
Living for Jesus says, hey, stopping by a bit, can't stay long. Hook said also.
Hey, Living for Jesus, appreciate you coming in.
Edward's family, my wife's from Louisiana. We head down there to visit family and fish, of course. The first time I bought a license, they asked me if I needed a charter, then had to explain what a charter was.
Like a charter as in like a guided fishing trip? I guess I'm not sure what it, like that's the only kind of charter
That's the only charter I know, yeah.
Yeah. But Louisiana is...
They don't charter anything in Western North Carolina. That's what he says.
Oh.
So probably. You're probably right.
Yeah, I don't know. Louisiana is one of my bucket list places to go fish, and specifically for yellowfin tuna.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Like your dream vacation is to go like to Jamaica and fish for yellowfish.
I would like to go to Jamaica and fish for yellowfin tuna too, and yeah, I hope we can make that happen in the next few years.
When the time is right.
Yep.
When the kids get a little bigger.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if we'll bring the kids on a Jamaica trip though.
Our kids are getting really into the fishing thing though. So
yeah, they are, but I think Jamaica can kind of be a dangerous place. I've heard that from people. Like if you stay on the resort, it's okay, but if you get off the resort, it can be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, but guess what? Everywhere could be kind of dangerous.
Oh,
I mean,
true.
look how many people have got arrested in our front
yard. Yeah, that's a good point there. Yeah. Yeah, our neighborhood's kind of full of ruffians, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did they say in there?
Reef Robert, Jamaica. No, she wanted to. For Edward says the first thing I asked about was trapping and eating a gator. They were not amused.
Yeah, see, I would love to go down there and catch a gator and eat it, but why weren't they amused at that? I thought that was like a normal thing down there.
Or is that just how TV portrays it?
Yeah, it could be. Could be. I know you have to have like a license and be with either like a property owner or
They have a million gators, but they don't want you messing with them.
yeah, no kidding. Well, I think it's a big money operation down there.
Mm-hmm.
Them gator skins are worth a bunch of money. The meat is worth a bunch of money. I would imagine the state is making a bunch of money off of selling tags. So, you know.
Our TV's way ahead of our computer.
Is it?
With comments, yeah.
Oh.
Backwood says, I got a lot of friends in Jamaica. It's like any country, some places you do not go. I mean, imagine being a tourist on Skid Row.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to make friends with somebody from Jamaica so they could kind of take you to them hidden gem spots, you know? I feel like if you go and just stay on a resort, you're missing out on like the real experience of the trip.
You have to own property to get tags for gator.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Cody P's heading out. It's going to send us a message on Instagram.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in, Cody P. Look forward to talking to you, and hopefully we can put together a trip and come up there and fish with you.
Jaden says my mom took a trip to Mexico on a cruise. They followed the tourist bus in an armored vehicle.
Really? Like the cartel did, or like bodyguards?
Probably guards.
Huh.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some places you just don't go.
Yeah.
Living for Jesus says, I'm going to run along now. It's late here. Y'all take care.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Have a great night.
Says, I'll check out your channel some more.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, now my phone's talking.
It must be the message.
Well, I just got the message.
Guards to deal with cartel, yeah?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. I tell you what, it really, when you hear about stuff like that, it really makes you thankful that we live in the country we live in. You know, we're always complaining about the issues that we're having here, but it could be a lot worse. But that doesn't mean we should be complacent and just accept everything either. You know, it's okay to stand up for your beliefs and
could be better.
Changes.
Could be better, but could be worse.
Yep. Yep, for sure. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. We gotta get some planer boards and dipsy divers picked up here soon too.
Take me to my favorite store.
Marine General? Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd like to troll some dipsy divers on Mille Lacs before we go to Superior, get kind of a feel for them.
Well, we probably won't make it to Marine General before then, but
no, but we could order them online.
Yeah, I just really like that store.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we gonna do some turtle trapping this year? I think people would really like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got the traps.
Got the turtle traps.
They sent you your application for your license.
Oh, so they did?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I think I got it somewhere around here.
Okay. Yeah, catch some suckers or carp for bait and go trap some snapping turtles.
Yeah, you bought tags last year, never used them.
Never used them. Yeah. Plus we could use some turtle for the game feed.
Bryant Ewalt says going for salmon on Superior? Question mark?
Yes. Yep. We try and make it up there 2 or 3 times a year. If we could, we'd probably go up there every weekend and fish it.
Oh,
yes. I love it. I love it. We love trolling. We love vertical jigging. Trout, salmon. We love it all.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, definitely have a love for fishing on Superior. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that was Bryant Ewalt.
If that's how you say it.
If that's how you pronounce it.
Is.
I don't think I've seen Bryant in here before,
Mm-mm.
but appreciate you coming in. Are you from Minnesota here?
Well, Superior could be Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, or Canada. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I was on Reddit the other day, and there was a bunch of people talking about how we should start a revolution and take Isle Royale from Michigan. Because apparently, now they were claiming that the only reason Michigan has Isle Royale is due to a mix up in the surveying, in that it truly was meant to be part of Minnesota, but the surveyor made a mistake and it wound up being part of Michigan.
what the thing is that we weren't even halfway there yet before we crossed into Michigan waters.
I don't know. That's just what I read.
Huh.
Just what I read.
I mean, because that.
What did Cody
That's
say
what-
there?
Huh.
Oh, Bryant messaged.
Yeah, he says,
today.
I'm trying to get a trip there for the first time this year. Any locations? And yeah, you said the name right. And yes, I live south of Thief River Falls. And then Cody says Thief River Falls is right down the road from me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I have fished Silver Bay, I fished Grand Marais, Hoveland, Grand Portage. We went out to Isle Royale. If you have your own boat, it's very doable to do it yourself. And if you wanted some information, you could definitely message me on Facebook or Instagram. And we could talk on there and maybe even exchange phone numbers and talk on the phone about it too. And I could help point you in the right direction. And you never know, maybe it'll work out. Sometime you could meet us over there and we could go fishing together and kind of show you how we do it. But a lot of people assume out on Lake Superior you have to have a massive boat. That's not true. You don't. I see a lot of people out there in 14-foot boats. We went all the way out to Isle Royale last year in an 18-foot boat. We're going to be fishing Lake Superior in our 17-foot boat this year. A lot of people think you need to have downriggers when you fish out there. That's not the case either. Do they help sometimes? Absolutely. Do you need them? No. If you can troll lead core, fish dipsy divers, deep diving crankbaits, you can catch fish on all of those, and you don't have to have downriggers.
Yeah, obviously there's always more to be learned, but we've been doing a lot of research.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water. Be right back.
Yep. Real-time catfishing's headed out.
See you
Have
later.
a good night. I wouldn't know where to start on a body of water that big. That's what the research is for.
That's what Bryant said.
No, that's what Edward's family says.
It's whoops, almost knocked the lamp over. That's what I thought too. The first time we went fishing out there, first time we went out of Silver Bay, and I thought there is absolutely no way we are going to find fish on this big of a lake. Lake Superior gets over 1,000 feet deep. It's, I think, as far as water quantity, it's the largest in the world. I don't think it has the largest surface area. I believe that's a freshwater lake in Russia or something. But we went out and we just started trolling. We put out our lines. We started trolling north.
Yep.
We kind of learned what was working, what wasn't working. And we caught fish. We caught a lot of fish.
The trolling helps because you can cover more water faster, different depths. You're not just, it's not like going out on a normal lake and you just trying to cast for
Yeah,
fish, you know.
and when you go out there, you might be fishing in 80 feet of water, you might be fishing in 450 feet of water, but that's not necessarily what matters. You're not trying to get down necessarily to fish the bottom. Those fish kind of hang out wherever the bait are hanging, and most of the time you're catching most of your fish 50 feet down or less. A lot of the salmon, they hang out 10, 15 feet below the surface, and you can catch them on just deep diving cranks. But our best setup has been lead core, 7-color lead core with a trolling spoon. And we've had our best luck on a combination of green and white.
You did okay with 5-color too.
5-color lead worked good too. Yep. Caught more coho and steelhead on that. But the deeper you get with your lead core, the more lake trout you're going to catch.
Right.
But you can still catch them on 5-color lead. A 10-color lead would work good. A lot of people troll copper. I've heard that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what I listen to. A lot of podcasts by Great Lakes fishing charters, and they all say copper is a pain, but
it's effective.
It's very effective.
Yep. But dipsy divers, you can get big dipsy divers. You can get down 70 feet with a dipsy diver, and that would be really good. If you could get down 70 feet, you would be in good waters for those little bit bigger lake trout, and king salmon tend to hang a little deeper than the other salmon. And yeah.
Boxy Outdoors stopped in for a few minutes.
Hey, Boxy, appreciate you coming in.
Woman Outdoors says, "Hey, living in man, you got this."
Hey, Woman Outdoors. Thanks for joining us.
Bryant says, "What's another way to message you? I stay away from social media as much as possible."
If you got an email, you could email us. I will type our email in the chat here. You can send us an email. We can exchange phone numbers, and then we can either text or talk on the phone. So I'll type our email in the chat here.
Cody, trolling. Bah humbug. Hey, we did good trolling. That's mostly what method we're going to use this summer, right? When we're out there, just mostly trolling, right?
We'll be vertical jigging too.
Yeah, but not the whole time.
No, not the whole time. We'll be doing both. So there's our email. If you want to just send me an email, you can either send me your phone number, or we can just email back and forth too. But yeah, we'll talk Lake Superior. I'll tell you what I know. By no means am I an expert, but I've been to Lake Superior 3 or 4 times, and we've caught a ton of fish every time we've been out there.
Jaden, it's like you guys are speaking a different language to me. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad you're not coming up, like 5 days later than what you are, because that's when we're got our trip planned out on Superior. So
yeah. Now here's something. Earlier we were talking about like safety equipment and regulations for Lake Superior. Because it is an international body of water, you can't just have your fishing license on your phone. You have to have a paper copy. I never knew that. I usually do have a paper copy on me anyways, but just a heads up on that. Also, you have to follow all of the Coast Guard regulations. So you got to have like an air horn. When you're driving your boat, you have to have the kill switch tether hooked up. You can't drive your boat without the kill switch tether. Got to have an up-to-date fire extinguisher, some sort of a flare system. Yeah.
Yep.
It's a big body of water. You got to be careful. You got to watch the weather.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, you could fish that in a 12-foot boat on a good day.
Right. Yeah, like when we were out there last year, it was the first day we were out there, it was just like glass.
Glass. Yep.
Never thought I would ever see that in my life because every time I go up to Superior, I'm
Yeah.
either up there in the winter when it's, windy and or we're up there late summer and it's super windy and
Yeah. And remember that one reef we were on out of Grand Marais?
mhm.
And the water was so clear we could see the lake trout down like 30, 40 feet.
Oh yeah, that's where I jumped in.
And you jumped in. She jumped in Lake Superior. Um, but yeah, you could just see the lake trout just swimming all over down in the rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was cool. Such a clear lake. And out around Isle Royale when the fish would come up there, you could see them coming up for a long
Oh yeah.
ways because it's just so clear out there.
Yep. And another thing to keep in mind too is like right now, a lot of the trout and salmon, you can catch them down in the south end of the lake, down in Duluth in that area. But as summer goes on and them waters heat up, the fish do migrate north. So like right now, Duluth wouldn't be a bad spot to fish. You could probably catch plenty of coho, um, lake trout. You might get some browns, splake, that type of stuff down on the south end right now. Um, but as like June comes around, July, August, I would recommend fishing two harbors or north. The farther north you get, probably the better fishing you're going to have. So two harbors, Silver Bay, Grand Marais, Hoveland, Grand Portage. There's a lot of other ones in between there, but those tend to be a lot better come the middle of summer. So we haven't read the chat for a while here, but
Um, Boxy says I'm not much of a troller. I do like to jig.
yeah,
Edward's family says no doubt a flare and kill switch isn't just for looks on that big lake.
yep,
Reef robber, I troll for salmon but jig for everything else. Well, everything but crabs.
yeah, yeah.
Woman outdoor says, is it getting warmer there? We got up to 50 today.
What did it get up to here today? Mid 40s?
48, I think, was
48 was the high today.
But it rained all day.
I think we've had like one day where it got into the 70s, two or three where it was in the 60s. Otherwise, we've been like 40s most of the time.
Yeah, so we had that was a week ago. We had a 70-degree day,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day was 31.
Yeah. Yep. Woman Outdoors, where are you located? But yeah, vertical jigging for lake trout, it's hard to beat that. That's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go out on Lake Superior and you can find a reef out there offshore, and really the further offshore you get, the bigger the lake trout you're going to find. So, but I would recommend if you're going to try and get out to Isle Royale, make sure you're prepared for that trip because that's a 20+ mile trip out to Isle Royale. Watch the weather. If you're going from Minnesota, if you're going from Michigan, I believe it's 50 some miles.
It's like over 53 miles, I think.
Yeah. Make sure you have plenty of gas. Make sure your cell phone's charged. Might not be a bad idea to have a Coast Guard radio. But I wouldn't recommend taking a 14-foot boat out to Isle Royale.
Nope. Well, unless you take their ferry, because you can bring your stuff on their ferry over there and then stay on the island, and then you can just boat around the island when you're there and fish. But
you could do that. They have a ferry that runs from Grand Portage. You can drive your truck and boat right on, unload at Isle Royale, and then you could just fish close to the islands out there.
Yep. People go out there for a week at a time or longer.
And there's a really good moose and wolf population on the island, so you get to see some really cool wildlife that you typically don't get to see.
Right.
Tons of camping spots, tons of hiking trails. There's inland lakes where you can fish trout and other species.
Mm-hmm.
So really cool opportunity. And even if you guys can't ever make it out there, watch some videos on it and just see how beautiful it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's something, that's for sure.
What did Bryant say?
I took one charter trip for Lakers, and once I saw how simple it was, I'll just bring my own boat and throw some downriggers on it and learn myself.
Yeah, Brian, what kind of a boat do you have?
You just got to be careful with them downriggers out there, because if you get too deep, you got to really watch your depth, because them rocks will suck them downriggers right off your boat.
Yeah, and too, if you're going to use downriggers, I highly recommend having a pair of side cutters on some type of a string or something connected to each downrigger. Because if you're trolling along, you're down 100 foot, and all of a sudden you come up on an 80-foot hump in one of your rigger ball catches,
Mm-hmm.
that can get really bad really quick, and you need to just you need to cut that loose as fast as possible before something really bad happens.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people say that there's probably a lot of downriggers at the bottom of Lake Superior.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. And sometimes when you're just trolling and you got you're looking at the fish finder, you'll drive right over the top of a shipwreck out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can clearly see the boat just sitting right on the bottom of the lake.
Yep. So Woman Outdoors says Lake Erie, Pennsylvania, right on the lake.
Really?
It's
Do you fish Lake Erie? I would. A bucket list trip of mine is to fish Lake Erie ice fishing. I wouldn't mind fishing it open water, but my bucket list is to ice fish it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Edward's family says, "See, Brian knows about charters." Haha, I laugh thinking about a charter in a 10-foot wide trout stream.
Yeah.
IL Fishing's in here.
Hey, IL. Appreciate you coming in.
Bryant has a 19-foot fiberglass with closed bow, short bow, so a lot of fishing space.
Oh, that's a perfect boat for that.
Yeah.
You just want to make sure that you control down kind of the magic number I've found for trolling out there is between 2.5 and 3.1 miles per hour.
It really depends on how aggressive the fish are, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've even heard some charters talk about, going as slow as 1.
Yeah.
Because if the fish aren't really biting, they're being kind of finicky, you want to go slower.
Yeah, I've never found that to be the case, but not saying that it can't happen.
Right. I'm also listening to charters speak for all the Great Lakes, not just Superior.
Michigan,
there
Erie,
are not many
Huron.
that speak on Superior, because I guess I don't know why, but
Now this just popped into my head, but when we're fishing up on Lake Superior this summer, if we catch a fish
mm-hmm.
and it has a lamprey eel on it,
mm-hmm.
we should do a catch and cook on a lamprey eel. Or maybe if we can get enough people to say it, we should just have Rachel bite the head off of the eel while it's alive.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to be falling for these if they say I should, because I've gotten myself into some trouble.
Yeah.
Like jumping into Lake Superior, and it was very, very cold. I got in, and it was so cold it just takes your breath away.
Cody says he'd vote for that.
I know.
What did Reef Robber say up above that?
How can you even read that?
Huh. Sometimes my eyes work better than other times.
A reef robber, we caught most of our coho last year, trolling between 3 and 3.5, I suppose.
Yeah, I think your coho are a little bigger, faster, and more powerful than ours.
Again, it really just depends on.
Yeah, our coho, like a really well, I think the state record is like 27 inches. I think we caught one close to that actually last year. It was big.
Don R says, "Hey all," or "Hi all."
Hey Don, appreciate you coming in.
Backwoods Barbarian says, "There used to be beliefs their blood was good for you."
On
The-
where? On the lamprey
lampreys?
eels. Gotcha. Can you imagine Rachel just bites the head off and then sucks the blood right out of it? Oh,
How weird do you think I am?
I don't know. Might get some views. Might get us kicked off YouTube too. Who knows?
Probably. Edwards Family Farmstead's headed out.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you hanging out with us.
Jaden's headed out.
Good night, Jaden. Appreciate you coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Did you read Brian's comment up a little ways?
Yeah, I think he was talking to Cody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't get suckered into some biting a fish deal. That's funny. Haha, the way he just realized. Don R is in Bismarck, North Dakota.
Oh, cool. That ain't too far over there.
Mm-mm.
I think that's about a 5-hour drive from here.
I don't know if I've ever even met anybody from Bismarck, North Dakota. But it was always the one city I was always familiar with. People from high school would always like take trips to North Dakota and they'd send me pictures. Look where I'm driving through.
Yeah. What did Woman Outdoors say?
I gotta work in the wee hours. Just wanted to stop by and show support.
Yeah, appreciate you stopping in. Have a good night, and hopefully work goes good for you tomorrow.
Avid fisherman, what did I walk into?
He must have walked in as we were talking about biting the heads off an eel.
Ripping a head off and sucking blood out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I don't know. I think if we can get enough thumbs up in the chat, she should.
Cody says good fishing in Bismarck.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I know it. I know the ship sank. I know they make good donuts.
Bismarck makes good donuts?
That's what them donuts are called, Bismarcks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What'd Bryant say?
Not against charters, but when it's something local and all I need is a downrigger, I'll go for it myself. But when I do saltwater, it's always with a charter.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing about the guys out on Lake Superior, the charter guys, they really know what they're doing. And their job is to get you on fish, and the fish you do get on, to bring them in the boat. But I feel like it's not as much fun because the equipment you're using is so heavy that you don't even really feel the fish fighting. So I feel it's just a lot more fun to do it yourself. You can fight the fish on rods where it's actually a little bit of a challenge. And I tell you what, if you hook into a king salmon, they fight really good. And Bryant, if you haven't seen, we have, I think, 3 or 4 Lake Superior fishing videos on our channel. If you want to go and watch them, I don't know if you'll learn much from them or not, but you'll see us catch some really cool fish.
Mm-hmm. Donna says, "Welcome to come over and fish. I'll do you right."
Cool.
Reef Robber says, "As long as you don't have to, Daniel, let's set her up for all the gross stuff."
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Backwoods is headed out.
Good night, Backwoods. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, we'll have to do some more of these live streams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see all these people again in here. A lot of new people, too. That's super cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had a lot of growth since our last one, so.
Yeah, I suppose, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's Danimals just popping
Hey,
in.
Danimals. Appreciate you coming in.
Been going for what, 2 hours now? Holy moly. Right on the nose.
Yeah. Been
Wow.
fun.
That doesn't even feel like it's been that long. Well, I suppose my back's feeling a little bit, but. Saskatchewan Fisher says, "Yo, what's going on? I'm one of the new ones."
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming in. That would be a fun place to go up and fish too, Saskatchewan.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how to pronounce that lake. Sakakawea.
Is it Sacagawea?
What?
Sakakawea?
Probably.
Sakakawea?
Donar says we have kings in that lake.
Really?
Yeah.
Lake Sakakawea?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. They're giant walleyes in that lake.
Mm.
I think Cody might actually do a fishing report on Sakakawea.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, we had an awesome crowd in here. We were just at 11, back up to 14 now.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool.
Deer Slayer says, "Hey, everybody."
Hey, Deer Slayer. Appreciate you coming in.
Jeff Jackson.
Haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing?
I think we're getting a new round of people in
I
here
wonder if
now.
somebody else's live stream just ended and people are coming in from there.
I thought there wasn't a lot of lives tonight.
What's that? Was that Saskatchewan?
Says nice Walter in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Rachel's walleye. Earlier in the live stream, I was talking about, I think we're going to switch that walleye out in weird.
Oh, no, that's staying.
Yeah, we might move. Well, I think we're going to have to move it to the other wall because that's the only spot I think the muskie will fit.
We're going to be closing off that wall.
Oh, yeah, we will be. Good point. Yeah, it'd fit there. Unless we got
put your TV there, then you can put the muskie over there.
In 2013, myself, my grandpa, and my youngest brother, we were trolling for pike on a lake that the DNR claimed had no muskies in it. We caught a 53.25-inch muskie, and we got it mounted. And currently, it's at my brother's house, but he told me I could bring it to my house. So I'm going to try and get that and hang it up, and we'll have that in the background for the live stream. So, yeah. Need it to warm up. Need some good weather.
Which one of you two is the vampire? Certainly not me. I don't have sick ideas like that.
Sometimes I wake up, guys, and like my neck is sore and there's like some puncture marks there. And like her teeth are stained a little bit red. So
oh my goodness.
I'm suspicious.
You're crazy. You're nuts. You don't want to see living men with whiskey, trust me.
Who said that?
Cody.
This one.
Oh, come on. It's my favorite drink.
Yeah. Has Cody seen you drinking whiskey before? I don't think so. Maybe.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
No. God, I can't believe it's been 5 months since we saw Cody.
4.
4?
Tomorrow's May
February,
1st. You saw him
March,
January
April.
1st. Well, okay.
May 1st. Yeah, 4 months.
4 months.
4 months. Yeah, that's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
He's getting a little sad.
Mm-hmm. What did the
Every-
reef robber say to Dan?
Every morning he walks around. I miss Cody.
Yeah,
Cody.
sometimes me and Jessa cry together.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. What did
He said, it's been tough, Daniel. If I make it to St. Cloud Monday, I'll hit you up.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some spots on the river over there that have some giant crappies in it. And I could get you guys some details on that if you guys want to fish the Sock River.
As soon as the water levels drop, I'm going up to Rainy for sturgeon. Before it closes anyway, then the next trip is Superior for coho before the end of June, I hope. Bryant said that.
Oh yeah.
Man, what was that, like 2 months ago we planned that trip, and just about every single place on the North Shore was booked up.
Yeah, if you're planning on staying somewhere on the North Shore, I would get on booking somewhere as soon as possible.
Because we planned, so we were going up there the last weekend in June.
Yep.
And 2 months ago, I found like the last place. Miracle, I even found it. The last place anywhere along the North Shore that still had openings.
And Bryant, if what are the dates we're going to be up there?
The June 30th to the July 3rd.
Yeah, so we'll be up there June 30th through July 3rd. If you could find a spot and you wanted to bring your boat, I'd invite you to come fish in ours, but our boat's going to be full. But if you could find a spot to stay and you wanted to come for those dates, if that worked for you, the more boats, the more water we can cover. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's places that are still available, but they're going to cost you like $1,000.
Yeah, some of them resorts are really fancy up there.
Holy moly.
If anybody ever wants to stay at a really fancy, really nice place, Cove Point Lodge. We stayed there for our anniversary one time.
Beautiful.
The food was phenomenal. It was expensive. They had a continental breakfast in the morning, though.
Scandinavian.
Weirdest food I've ever seen in my life.
It's a very strange breakfast.
Yeah, wasn't
very
it
strange.
like...
It was all like cold...
pickled fish,
pickled eggs, cold cut meats, whatever. So bring food.
It was odd. It was odd.
Yeah.
So we ate dinner there, and then we found out there was a continental breakfast, and I was just like, oh man, if dinner was this good, I can't wait to go down for continental breakfast.
That was not good.
And I got down there and I was just like, where's the eggs? Where's the pancakes? Where's the waffles? Where's the sausage and bacon? Nope. There was like stinky cheese, pickled fish, dried meats.
Thank goodness they had cereal, right?
They did have cereal, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think they figured they'd have cereal for the kids, but I was all about cereal.
Yeah, nice place though, just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's like the hotel was full, but you like never saw another person.
Yeah.
It was so quiet.
Was that for our anniversary?
Yeah. Every room.
And there was ice in July?
No, we didn't go in July.
Oh. Okay.
Because we could not get a reservation in July.
Oh,
so we had to go in April.
Yeah. Yeah, because the bay froze over while we were up there.
Yep.
It looked incredible.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Got some cool pictures.
Yeah, I think there's some pictures on our social media from right away when we first started posting. But yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah. All right, what are they saying in the chat?
Bryant says I'll have to do that. I guess worst case scenario, stay in Duluth and drive north to launch.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're staying at
Black
Beach Campground, which is right by Silver Bay. That's where we're launching out of, is Silver Bay Marina.
Mm-hmm. Cody says, did you ever look into Grand Portage? We
have not
yet.
But Rachel was talking earlier that she wanted me to talk to you about that, and talked about maybe booking a cabin or something up there.
Probably late August, right?
Yeah, sometime
August.
July, August.
August, as of right now, is wide open for us. So anytime in August, really.
Yeah.
So. Right, it says Larsemont is nice but pricey.
Okay. Yeah.
It's also pricey.
We stayed at camp. Was it Camp 61 in Beaver Bay?
I didn't stay there. You did.
I stayed there. Camp 61 was always reasonable. I think it's now the Red Raven Inn.
Something like that.
Last year we stayed there, or was that 2 years ago now? 2 years ago we stayed there. It typically doesn't get extremely hot up on the North Shore, so a lot of their hotels don't have air conditioning. Well, it was like 98 degrees out up there, didn't have AC, and it was blasting hot in that hotel room.
And it didn't help that you were in a 2-level hotel room and the beds were upstairs.
Yeah. The hotel room had like a loft with the beds in it. Kind of a really cool place. But yeah, fishing was good. That's all that mattered. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was one of our first videos. That was our first fishing video.
That was our first fishing video ever on our channel. Yep. And two, when you're out on Lake Superior, pay attention when you're trolling around, because you do not want to hit a commercial net or you will get in big trouble.
Yeah. Cody says we should try it. Might go to New Mexico in August for bear.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Dog snoring over here. Must be rough.
All right.
Yeah, I'm itching for fresh salmon in the freezer again. Wife has family in Washington State, so we normally go there and catch ourselves, or they send some, but we are bone dry right now. Hard to beat a good salmon.
Bryant, if you want fresh salmon, bring yourself a portable grill out on the boat. Actually, make sure that's legal first. But catch a salmon, bleed it out, fillet it up, cook it right on the boat. It's delicious.
That was a salmon that we
cooked in the parking lot.
Yeah, cooked in the parking lot at the hotel last year.
Yeah.
And then we cooked too.
Remember we cooked burgers too?
Yeah.
And the door got shut on me going into the hotel, but we were so tired and hungry. The door hit me. I'm carrying the big plate of burgers. The burgers went flying. And it was right where everybody was standing smoking their cigarettes. So there was like cigarette and dirt and grit everywhere. Burgers landed in it. We were so tired and hungry. We just picked them suckers up, wiped them off, and ate them.
Yeah. We're sitting there crunching on our burgers.
They were a little gritty.
They were very gritty.
Yep. Oh, and another thing. We didn't have a cutting board on that trip. So I filleted all of our lake trout and salmon on the hood of our Ford Escape. Okay. We're talking middle of summer.
Oh, that thing smelled so bad.
There was blood and guts on the hood of our car. I tried to rinse it off a little bit, but when you would drive and you'd put the air conditioning on,
Oh, it smelled so
it smelled like a fish market where they didn't
bad.
clean the fish up ever, and it was 100 degrees.
We went through 2 car washes when we got home.
Yeah. The people who saw us driving and had all them scales and blood and pieces of fish, ugh. The one headlight was just caked with
Caked in it.
blood.
Oh, it was bad. That was bad.
Yeah,
That was a really hot weekend.
really hot.
That was nuts.
And be prepared for the black flies out there. The black flies are horrendous. Now, somebody told me if you use Banana Boat 50 SPF sunscreen, that the black flies will leave you alone. Not sure why that is, but they said it has to be Banana Boat 50 SPF, the spray-on kind. So, what do we got? We had some really long comments there, I saw.
Brian said not too far off from that. Caught them near the ocean on a river and cooked one when we got back. So just about right off the ocean.
Yeah.
Cody says it's always an adventure with Daniel.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And two, make sure you study up your species identification.
Yeah.
Coho salmon and steelhead look pretty similar. There's a lot of restrictions on steelhead. I don't know all of them, but you can't keep steelhead. So make sure you can identify the difference between a steelhead and coho salmon.
Mm-hmm.
And I be able to identify the difference between a coho, a king, a pink salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Check the mouth for color. Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep. So
Yeah. Cut you some slack for that one since you're blind.
yeah. Yeah. Otherwise you'll end up keeping the wrong species, making a YouTube video out of it, posting it all over the internet, and then finding out, So
Wolves Den Outdoors is in here.
hey, Wolves Den, appreciate you coming in. Just right now we're kind of talking Lake Superior, catching trout and salmon. But yeah, hopefully getting the boat out after some crappies tomorrow. So, and then walleyes in 2 weeks.
Yeah, if we can get out.
Yeah.
All the good walleye lakes are still froze over.
Yeah, up north. If you go an hour and a half, 2 hours north, most of the lakes still have like 2 foot plus of ice on them. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep. It's kind of cool. They all these resorts and stuff have been posting like drone footage of the ice going out on the lakes, and
Yeah.
it's taking its sweet time, but it's kind of cool to watch it progress. So,
Oh, getting tired.
it's almost 11.
Yeah. Got 16 people in here. That's awesome.
15 now.
15. Scared one away with my yawn.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So.
Been going good. Hasn't seemed like it's been taking too long.
No, I think we're gonna get back to doing more live streams.
Yeah, I know a lot of people want to see us do trivia again.
Yeah. What do we got going on next week? Maybe we could do some trivia next week.
Possibly. I don't think there's too much going on next week. I know we just got to start getting our fishing reports put back together.
Yep.
So.
And two, if anybody wants to check out any of our 11MN merch, I do have that pinned in the top of the chat there. So yeah, you can go over there, check it out. Don't have to buy anything, but
Reef Rapper. You're supposed to have around 3,000 in here.
3,000. Yeah, I wish. Well, no, actually, I
No,
don't because we'd never keep up with the chat.
never.
It's nice. I like the amount of people that we typically get in our live streams because it's still small enough to where we can try and interact with everybody who's in here still.
Right. I mean, we had one live stream that I think we had about 40 people in, and that one was even a little much. You know, there were comments getting missed all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, the smaller ones don't bother me much at all because it's more personal, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Lake of the Woods will be iced over for opener.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they still have over 30 inches up there. At least that's the video I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah. But I saw a post from Lake Winnie today that said all the rain they've been getting up there has really been shrinking the ice down fast. So
yeah,
if that
get it softened
continues,
up.
if that continues,
Yeah, and I know Chad from the Pines Resort really wants us to come up and do some fishing with him, so
yeah,
we'll have to try and find a time to get up there and do that.
gonna get in the 60s this week. She'll go quick when she gets going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Once it goes, it goes. But
Yep. So, what do you think, hon?
I think it's almost bedtime.
Almost
Is there
bedtime.
anything else that you'd like to discuss tonight?
I don't know. We've been going for a long time.
Anything that we didn't cover though?
If you guys would check us out on Instagram, Facebook, you can check out our Livin' MN merch. That's either in our about section or pinned at the top of the chat here.
The t-shirts are awesome.
Yeah, I really like the t-shirts.
I think I'm wearing mine.
Are you?
I think so.
Oh, well, Rachel's gonna lift her shirt up, guys.
Funny. Yeah, I like my Livin' MN shirts are really nice.
Yeah, we got some for the girls too. We have youth and adult sizes, so
Yep.
Yep, and I think they go up to like 4X in size, all the way down to youth extra small. So
Yeah.
and a ton of different color options.
Right.
So,
but I think as far as the best would be the t-shirt, just because they're super comfy and they got the good logo on them and they're nice and big, and the logos were really small on the hoodies, but the t-shirts were awesome.
Hoodies are still nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We will be posting probably 2 videos this coming week. The smoked lake trout video, then a Mille Lacs rules and regulations video. And then we will be hopping back into our fishing reports the Thursday before fishing opener. The fishing opener here is May 14th. So May 12th, we should be posting a fishing report. So we will try and collect as much information as possible and talk to the guides. And, we won't have much intel on where exactly the fish are.
Right.
But they should be able to give us a good idea on where to start searching for them, what baits to start using, stuff like that. So, yeah, we're excited to get back into the fishing reports, kind of get back into a routine. We will then try and start posting at least 1 fishing video a week, hopefully more than that, and get back into the swing of things. So, yeah. And if any of you are in the area and you want to talk fishing, meet up, do some fishing, send us a message, email us, whatever. We'll connect, talk, maybe set something up.
So Reef Robber's been doing a good job sharing all the links, but he says y'all should get a few more mods. Not trying to tell you what to do, but
yeah.
Well, to be fair, we have a lot of mods. Just
not very many
none
of them,
came in here.
Yeah.
Except 1 or 2. Cody's a mod though, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Cody's working those.
Oh, gotcha. But we've got a bunch. They just hit or miss whether they're in here or not.
Bryant, we are located in Princeton, about 40 miles south of Mille Lacs Lake. So we will be doing a ton of walleye and smallmouth fishing on Mille Lacs.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly some pike and muskie fishing. My buddies caught the state record out of Mille Lacs Lake this past fall in November.
So, that was November?
It was November.
Holy moly.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, thanks, Cody.
Hey, Cody, thanks. Appreciate the super chat.
Hopefully buffet on Monday, he says.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys should come over. We'll eat at the buffet. Yeah, really appreciate that, though. Thank you very much. Hoyam just came in?
Yep.
Hey, Hoyam, appreciate you coming in.
Says, how's it going?
Going good. We're actually going to be wrapping up the live stream here pretty quick. Yeah. But good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't mind meeting up with you guys and doing some fishing this summer too. So, you know, they got some giant crappies down by them. They're always pounding the big crappies.
Yeah.
So I hope your car, last video of yours I watched, you were driving your car out on that lake and absolutely buried it in the slush. I hope that thing survived.
Some old man outdoors says good evening.
Hey, old man, appreciate you coming in.
1 more hour and I'll be tomorrow here.
Who said that? Reef Robber?
No, that's what I said.
Oh, yeah. Somebody said something about muskie.
Oh, yeah.
Look right below Cody's comment, I think, or super chat, and see.
Brian says, I haven't hooked a muskie yet, but I can't wait for the day I land my own.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, it's cool. The 1 year we were fishing pike, and I had, was that like a 23?
Probably a 3-4 pound pike on.
Yeah, and I just saw this big, huge shadow coming up behind it, and I'm just like, oh boy, it's gonna get it. And then the thing just, it lost interest and went away, but that was a big muskie chasing that thing. That was crazy. Just the things lurking in the water.
Yeah. Yeah, my buddies who do a lot of muskie fishing, they're extremely secretive. Not so much about the lakes they fish on, but the techniques they use. They use a very complex way of chasing muskies. And it's extremely effective, and they're doing very well in tournaments, and they're making some good money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they won't really let me do any filming with them. But we'll see. Maybe they'll take me out and I can get something.
Well, I mean, it's not like they haven't tried.
Well, yeah, I fished with my one buddy before, and
a couple times.
Yep. So, yeah.
Hoyam says the Grand Prix still going strong. Haha.
Nice.
Finishing up my senior year of college in the next couple weeks. Haven't hardly had any time to finish or to fish this spring, sadly.
Gotcha. So you're gonna be done with college, though. That's cool. Congrats on that. Have tons of time to go fishing. Hopefully.
Mark Trimble's in here.
Hey, Mark.
Said
Appreciate
I got
you coming in.
to watch a blue marlin hit a line this year off the coast of Hawaii. That was a rush.
That's awesome.
Too bad it let go, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched videos where they like hand feed them, you know. They see them come up and they drop a bait in and just hand line it out to them. And That's pretty cool.
NL Ghost Wolf's in here.
Hey, NL Ghost Wolf, appreciate you coming in.
Bryant says only fished twice for them, once on leech and once on a lake. I'm spacing on the name right now. Second time out, my injectors on my boat went to crap, so cut short. But I try for one musky trip.
Yeah. Yep. Gonna take Reef Roberts advice here and add a few people quick.
Okay. Like.
So
It's a surprise.
it's a surprise.
You see a wrench by your name.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, well, appreciate everybody coming in here. I think we're gonna probably wrap things up.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock now.
We'll try and do better at being a little more regular on here. Try and do some more live streams more often. It's fun hanging out with you guys and chatting. We'll for sure be working harder on getting some fishing videos out. If there's any like certain videos you'd like us to try and do, you can always message us or email us different ideas that you'd like to see, and we'll do our best to film them. So, but yeah, appreciate all of you. Cody, thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. And yeah, been a good night.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're gonna sign off here though, and
we'll try and be back next week.
Yeah, maybe the end of this coming week we'll get back on for another live stream, and be watching for our Mille Lacs Lake rules and regulations and our smoked lake trout video, and we'll keep her going from there. So appreciate you all coming in. We're gonna sign off. Have a great night, and we will talk to you later.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Good night, guys.